Thanks for watching, London. Today is Relationship Tuesday, and you know what we do. We talk about relationships. Today, I want to talk about dating a shadow. When you date a shadow, you're dating a person whom you're entertaining because you're really afraid of being alone, if you want to tell the truth. And the point that I'm trying to get to is that the older that I get after dating and being married and being divorced, etc., you get to a point of maturity, and my maturity comes early on because my relationships and life experiences have come early on. So one of the points or the things that stuck out to me is dating someone who we quote have potential to be someone great in our lives and be that significant other for us, but in reality they have a lot of flaws, they have character issues, they have a lot of stuff about them that they need to get in alignment. And the truth be told, if we be realistic with ourselves, there is no perfect dead-on relationship. If we just really tell the truth, everyone has something about their life that needs to be worked on, that needs to be put in perspective, that needs to be ironed out, so to speak. And with all of that in mind, you arrive to the point of understanding that if I'm going to date someone, why date somebody and get into a relationship with someone who doesn't represent everything that I know that makes me whole or complete or makes me happy. And some of the extreme versions of dating a shadow that I want to talk about is the person that you know is verbally abusive to you. The person that you know plays on your self-esteem. The person that you know you met on the rebound. Either you were coming out of a relationship or that person was coming out of a relationship, and it feels like love, but you know it's more lust than anything else. But you settle for this relationship because you really don't want to be alone. You're tired of being alone. You even might have a fear of loneliness. And let's talk and deal with that. Dating a shadow is settling for a person that's below your needs, your standard, below the promise. Below the promise. That's the key pointer right there that I want you to get. Dating a shadow is a person below the promise. And it doesn't mean that this person is all of these ideologies, these idealistic things that we build up in our head about who this person should be, how they should be, what they should look like, but it's dating a person that's way below the mark of who they should be for you. And sometimes when we get real with ourselves and get real with what God has planned for us and get real with what our needs are and get real with where we're headed with our life, because the problem with dating a shadow is that it's okay while you're dating, and then life goes on, and then you start to feel like the two of you have grown apart, like you're two different people, like you don't complement me, you're not really for me, you're not really representing everything that my life is really about and where I want to go, and it's just not it. You just don't have that it factor anymore. Dating a shadow is also a person who strictly wants to deal with you on a sexual basis. There's very little real romance in that type of relationship, and the love factor that should be present in that relationship is not where it always should be. You have this fictional, fake, falsified love, but deep within you that is not the real genuine love that you should be feeling. And that, my friend, is dating a shadow. So I want you to hit me in the comment section, and I want you to hit me with your comments, hit me with some stories, tell me, hit me with some questions, stories, and comments about, have you ever dated a shadow? Have you ever settled for someone that is below your standard, below your means, below the promise of what you know God has for you? And I'm not talking about making up these laundry lists of things, expectations, and requirements that this person has to meet in order to be your mate, but I'm talking about the person that God has strategically designed for you. If I can make this quick point before we close, is that the promise, dating the person that is the promise for you, is the person, if we can go biblical real quick, Adam and Eve. Adam was put to sleep. Eve was taken out of his rib. The rib being the bone marrow of the man. The rib also being, if we break it down to a scientific term point, it was God taking an atom, the smallest portion of DNA out of a man, abstracting it and making a copy of what that man is, what he represents, and giving him a gift of exactly what he wants. And can we say that we are with the person that God has strategically cut out for us? The person God has strategically called for us to be in a relationship. Can we say that we're with that person? Can we say that we have that type of love in our life? Or are we settling for a shadow? Hit me in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this edition of The Michael London Show, you can support by logging on to Facebook and joining the fan page, The Michael London Show. You can also add us on Twitter, www.twitter.com/MichaelLondonTV. Thanks, you guys.